At least once a game, this guy will do something that makes you just fall out of your seat.
It has become one of the most electrifying plays in all of sports, the slam dunk.
Oh, my goodness! Ricky to the hole with explosion!
You first have to get around the guy who's defending you. And once you get over him, you're thinking, well, I'll just go up and just make a nice dunk.
Hold on and take a picture of that!
But then you see his teammates getting his jump together and able to try to block the shot. So you think to yourself, oh, I might have to jump a little higher.
Alley-oop to Martin! Oh, what a sensational pass from Jason Kidd. Here he comes the other way. There's your first James Jam of his career.
If I go up against a guy who maybe, 2 or 3 inches taller than me, I still think that, I have a better advantage of, putting the ball over.
The women and children, the franchise in the house.
No one likes to be dunked on. So if you dunk on a guy a few times, he'll back off.
Get the ball into Shaq. He's going to the hole. Slam dunk.
If you dunk on a guy, he's going up, and you dunk on him and he fall, all you gotta do is look at him like.
Stoudemire and one, and the rookie powers to the rack.
I really can't describe it, but definitely you want to have that feeling, The crowd is going crazy. The momentum is on your team side.
He's a bad man.
It's the best feeling, man.
Oh, what a finish!
What's up, y'all? I go by the name of the world-famous DJ Clue Desert Storm, and welcome to the NBA Street Series Dunks. Now, as a mixer producer, I know all about jam sessions in the music business. The NBA jam sessions, they're a little bit different, but they have one thing in common: performers expressing themselves. That's right, and we're gonna show you how NBA stars have expressed themselves. Well, at least through their jams. On a scoreboard, it's just 2 points, but the truth is, the dunk, it's a lot more than that. It's creative, powerful, and even an art form. So get ready for takeoff. We're gonna start you out with the high flyers.
Amari Stoudemire has just reached his cruising altitude. Inside now to Stoudemire, trying to get it. Oh, he threw it down. Nice move along the baseline, came up on the reverse side, slam dunk Amari Stoudemire.
My game is more of a power. It's physical. A real low post move.
Oh, look at that! You believe what you just saw?
Quickness, a ferocious dunker. I guess I pretty much got the whole total package.
Stephon, back underneath Stoudemire, hammer dunk.
I dunk a lot, man, so pretty much every dunk, excites me.
Goodness, he did not do that.
Amari Stoudemire is one of those guys, one of those rare guys. You look at so many other high school players that came out, it took him a second to really grow into their own. He's just a guy that's been so unbelievable.
Stoudemire, Amari! Put him in the dunk contest. Hey, baby!
He has them young lads, and he got them pogo sticks going.
Marbury to Stoudemire, the power and fury of Amari.
Amari is just continuing to grow. He's becoming a real force in this league.
My favorite dunk right now probably was when he came down the middle one. The Candyman out in L.A.
Marbury off the dribble.
Stoudemire and one, and the rookie powers to the rack. Whoa!
Noah Candy gets up, and he's only touching his elbow.
Man, kid is he's a stud. He's dominating. He's actually, banging other people. This guy, stands out way far and beyond everyone.
Oh, Stoudemire elevates. What a play by Amari Stoudemire.
How can that guy be so good at the age of 20?
It was a couple that stand out, I dunked over a couple guys.
Stoudemire, oh my goodness.
Now it's Stoudemire detonating.
I do that a lot, though, so, it's pretty natural. Was that tight?
The kid out of Michigan State is putting on a show here tonight.
Richardson can sky like few in the NBA.
Jason Richardson around in the roof, and what a slam by Jason Richardson.
Woo! Man, young man just taking off at the dotted line. Holy mackerel, he's still rising.
Yeah, some guys who have just flair, who can just go out there and dunk, and you have some guys who can do it with grace. Another guy who I think is Jason Richardson, a guy who just gets up there and he can do it.
Ooh, that was nasty on the baseline. He'll drive, a spinning slam dunk. Wow. Richardson with a spike.
JR, it's all yours, buddy.
Richardson with a jump stop.
I think my game was more of a exciting type game where I get a lot of fans in the game and with my spectacular plays and athleticism. And I just try to get my teammates going.
Ahead to Jason, look out! Oh my goodness! They're standing in the arena on that one. The pass, off the steal, and the finish.
One player who took the dunk into the stratosphere was the human highlight film, Dominique Wilkins.
Dominique Wilkins.
Oh, what a move by Dominique. Take your cameras out and get a shot of that one.
Oh my goodness! Did you see that jam? I don't know how he did that. Dominique!
When I was younger, especially in the open floor, I thought about always doing something crazy.
Here's gonna be a show.
I might windmill it,
Look out. Wilkins on the loose. That's freaky.
dunk it backwards.
Back to Dominique. He jams.
In the open floor, I felt like I was in my own world.
Showtime! Wilkins, look out! Oh!
Great thing about Dominique was every game, during the game at some point I would say, man, he can't top that one. And then the next game I'll be saying, man, he can't top that one. He topped his moves every game. He was the first player, in my opinion, to do show dunks in the middle of a one-point game in the fourth quarter because he was that confident.
They find Wilkins, look out.
To Dominique, breaking he jams.
Out of nowhere, Dominique Wilkins.
When you go out and you get the fans and your teammate into it, that automatically make you a showman. And that's the way I play. That's the way I like to play. I like to get out there and give a show. That's what we're there for, to give a show.
Here we go. He's going, Tom.
Hi, I'm Vince Carter, Toronto Raptors, and it's time to get up.
Vince Carter. Oh, yeah. Vince Carter wants the lob. There it is. Go! Flashing the other way is Carter. Oh, my goodness.
Did you see what I just saw?
There's many different aspects of the game of basketball in this league where you have to earn respect. If you're a dunker, you have to go in there and dunk on people.
Yes. Oh, you've got to be kidding. Give that man a parachute already.
To prove that you can do it.
Take a look. Whoa! Holy mackerel, did he elevate for the jam? Woo! The dunk machine strikes again.
And gain the respect of them and they'll get out of your way.
It goes off to Carter. Vince Carter down the middle. Change direction. Oh, slam dunk. One of the greats of the year.
Well, I knew he was going to posterize somebody, and John Celestin is in the books.
Oh, was that beautiful?
He had started all off, the dunks, the flares, the flashiness. After he dunks, how he do all his poses and he shakes his shoulders.
It's up to you, and you, and you.
Hey! Newman drives. Oh, Carter with great hands and strip. Ahead of the back, showtime! Oh,
After a dunk, everybody's excited, and that's what comes out of me. You know, it's nothing I plan or anything. It's just, you know, it just happens.
With each season, Vince keeps adding new images to his reel of sensational plays. And around the NBA, each player has his own favorite moment of Vince-sanity.
Vince got some highlights, too. He jumped over Tim Duncan's head this year, didn't he?
Carter peeling away. What a move by Vince Carter.
Get off. Oh, God.
Once he saw a little space around Ginobili, did he ever take off? That is a highlight film.
Some of the most insane dunks that I've seen somebody do in a game is Vince Carter.
To Vince Carter near corner. Pump fake on the run, baseline, left reverse swing, and two-handed jam.
He had one where he went baseline and kind of cradled and threw it back over his head in a game, I think, against Indiana. Awesome.
Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me?
Man, it's when I seen him go to the hole and just dunk the ball right over David Robinson, I was like, wow.
Big-time crossover, and he absolutely surprised David Robinson. Unbelievable.
When he gets in such a zone that, you know, it just continues to roll for him all night.
Here comes McGrady on the break. Down court, Vince Carter, he flies in.
Carter elevates and throws it down. My goodness.
Vince Carter. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. How about that one? Gets his own shot back off the glass. Great play.
But for Vince, one memory stands out. His astounding air show at the 2000 All-Star Weekend.
From the Toronto Raptors, Vince Carter.
I want to say this before the dunk contest. Vince the man. Watch out.
And here is Vince Carter with his first shot. Let's go home. Let's go home, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go home. This building just exploded. It's over. It's over. That is a reverse 360 going against the grain. That is unbelievable. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. Half man, half amazing. Vince Carter, the NBA dunk champion. I'm proud of him right now.
While he had given himself a tough act to follow, Vince would deliver another show-stopping performance the very next day in the All-Star game.
Vince Carter makes it look so easy.
Carter has it wide left. Bryant guards him. He blows by him. Open 360. Two-hand jam by Vince Carter.
That ain't no fair, man. I got so little hops and you got so much. You can almost take any of Vince's clips.
Bugsy Bowles, give it to Vince. Oh, windmill jam.
Yeah, and just say, okay, well, that was impressive.
Keep the highlight reel rolling, folks.
He may be one of the best all-time dunkers ever.
Peterson, lob, and a jam by Carter.
He hasn't even nipped the bud yet. You know, you haven't seen the best of Vince Carter.
Way off the glass. Oh, no! He did not do that!
People never thought that they'd see anybody jump higher or better than Jordan or Dr. J or Dominique. Jordan and all those guys are some great dunkers, don't get me wrong, but you can't compare them to Vince. Vince is 6'4.5", 6'5" on a good day. The fact that he finds a way to continue to make up new stuff, it's amazing.
Yeah, y'all, it's one thing to get up in the air, but some guys, they seem like they can stay up there for a while. These players, they have some serious hang time. They're freestyling in midair, and by the time they come down, they've invented another amazing dunk. Now, it started off with Elgin Baylor, continued on with Dr. J, and now today's aerial artists are taking it to another level. They've given the jam their own special flavor.
The creative mind, mind feeds into the rest of the body and tells the body what to do. So the fact that I can grip the ball and that I felt if I moved it from one hand to the other, I could still, have enough strength and coordination to finish the play. That would also free my mind to just challenge the rest of my body.
Active team, but Tracy McGrady with the reverse slam. The one with the exclamation point.
Look at the power. Oh, hey, that's from further back than Michael Jordan did on his.
I'll tell you what, that guy's got some serious hops. Court link pass, Drexler, he's open, he's take it to the bank.
The Drexler baseline drive, and he goes reverse.
There's the glide that you've been asking for.
Oh, my, what a sensational move. My goodness, we got a 4-on-1. Drexler with the ball behind the back, dribble up and in. He scores!
Majestic performers like Clyde the Glide Drexler raised the art of dunking to new heights. And as today's stars take to the airwaves, certain players have become the masters of modern-day jams.
Might have to go with Tracy McGrady.
Does not have to do anything extraordinary, but he does! Oh! Tracy McGrady with the hat trick. 3 sensational dunks.
And here comes McGrady, and he'll go unmolested. And you knew there was a show coming there.
Save it for the slam dunk contest in Philadelphia, baby.
The dunk he did against San Antonio on David Robinson, he went up like he was going to lean into it, and all of a sudden he changed it to a reverse.
T-Mac challenging, and over Robinson. Oh, behind the back. How'd you do that, T-Mac?
Remind me so much like MJ, man. Just getting up in the air, not knowing what you're gonna do, and then all of a sudden coming up with something.
Oh, I love it. He went straight to the basket just like he was floating on air, turned sideways, gave a little move to the side, and floated sideways to throw it in.
Dim the lights, open the curtains, it's showtime.
It's just totally amazing. You can watch the same tape over and over again of Michael, and you still, I mean, it's like you've seen it for the first time. You're still watching amazement.
Jordan, tongue out, wow!
The things that he did on the court, I mean, you really have to give him credit for being real creative. I mean, not only his dunks, but just his moves in general. I mean, you know, who would have thought of doing the things that he's done?
You know, we were expanding the game and creativity with things that we were doing. So when fans came, no telling what you would see, which was a part of the whole excitement. You know, that's what creativity is all about.
Through the years, the creative boundaries are constantly being pushed, as each of the game's aerial artists creates his own slam dunk masterpiece.
Davis the steal on the break, and he goes up and throws it down with a flourish.
Powell has it swatted away. Miller ahead to Corey time.
Sherman Douglas with the bullet pass to Ray Allen. Shaking.
Oh, on the line! Oh, no!
Oh, wow. Not enough to dunk on it, but to reverse it.
Mason, and it's all over.
But he is going, and will be done on this one. And a little razzle-dazzle by Ricky Davis.
We had a fast break against Philadelphia, and he came between the legs from about a foot outside the dotted line, came between the legs and dunked it at Philly. It was the most awesome dunk I've seen in the game.
Ricky Davis will bring some flavor to that. A little spicy for Ricky, huh? As he elevated and pounded it down.
That's Ricky Davis. Fly to the rim. Oh, was that creative?
Hey, now, I've been watching a lot of games. I haven't seen that one before. Down court, Ricky Davis reversed up over the hill.
He'll step back in the corner, crossover, blow by Williams to the back.
McGrady goes upstairs.
And here's Allen streaking. Wow. And slams it. It's a 4-on-0 run out.
T-Mac, the circus jam.
Well, that's what we need. A little showtime here. T-Mac says, I want to entertain the crowd a little bit.
We get on the break and you have a wide open dunk, you like to do something to create and get the crowd jumping and have fun.
Something fun might happen now.
Corey Maggette can still sky.
He's got Armstrong, he's got Garachek. He takes it!
I just want to be able to think about doing this.
Now, before we move ahead, let's take a step back for a little history. The dunk has come a long way in the NBA. I mean, back in the day, they used to call it the cram or even the stuff sometimes. Then it became, you know, the slam dunk, the jam, the flush, or the throwdown, whatever you want to call it. It became one of the NBA's most devastating weapons. So let's take a look back at the old school and see how this play got off the ground.
The earliest vision of taking the game above the rim came from the Minneapolis Lakers' George Mikan, but he rarely jammed in a game. It wasn't until the arrival of Wilt Chamberlain that fans saw just how dynamic the dunk could be. As he overpowered opponents, nothing stood between Wilt and the rim.
Long pass into Chamberlain. Chamberlain with a dunk shot. Whoa, beautiful. Chamberlain again underneath. Great shot by Chamberlain.
While Wilt launched the dunk as a weapon, it was Elgin Baylor who began to take it airborne as one of the true pioneers of NBA flight.
Elgin was the first one that I remember to hang up there for 15 seconds, have some lunch and a cup of coffee. His hang time was incredible.
Following Elgin, the next player to soar into the spotlight was fittingly nicknamed the Hawk, Connie Hawkins.
I had never seen a guy who can actually fly in the air and had the arm span as well as the hands to control the basketball until Connie Hawkins.
Connie Hawkins with the ball. Look at the way he palms that ball. 6 minutes to go. Inside to Hawkins.
But in the late 60s, the Jam would reach a new level of creativity, thanks to a new league.
Here's George Mikan, commissioner of the ABA.
You know, I've been associated with basketball all my life, and I can't remember an occasion which has given me more personal satisfaction than the basketball game you are going to see in just a few seconds.
The ABA was started on the idea of being entertaining.
The ABA was bringing showmanship to the game, and the league's greatest show on earth, or above it, was the dunk. In 1976, the shot arrived on center stage when the ABA held the first ever slam dunk contest.
We knew we had some outstanding leapers in the ABA, and so that was a chance for us to showcase our skills.
Larry Keenan turnaround.
George Gervin was in slam dunk, Artis Gilmore, and of course myself and Dr. J.
It came down to David Thompson and myself.
A double pump, David Thompson. Now the doctor goes to work.
It was good to see David and Julius go head to head, you know, to show some of the dunks that, you know, you couldn't believe guys was doing at that time.
I saved my specialty for last. I went baseline and did a 360 dunk. I thought I was gonna win, but now it was Dr. J's turn.
And that sends everyone reeling.
I think it was somewhat of a defining moment, a piece of basketball history.
And throughout his ABA career, Irving would make the Jam his trademark with a combination of style, grace, and power.
And there is Julius Irving. Look at that move behind the back. Oh!
It wasn't Julius Irving, it was Dr. J, which meant when he got on the floor or on the court, he operated on guys.
He always had the big afro. You know, his hair would always be flying in the back as he's flying through the air.
He had these large old hands. You see, when he palmed the ball, it looked like a little orange in his hand.
To Dr. J.
He was, in the ABA, the symbol of the league. He wasn't just its biggest star, he was the league.
And when Julius Irving came to the NBA with the Philadelphia 76ers, the entire basketball world would get a chance to witness his exploits.
If you dunk the ball over a little guy, I mean, you know, you're supposed to, right? But now you get a guy 6'10", 6'11", 7 feet, pull a play off on him, then he's got something to think about.
There's the man I'd pick in the slam dunk contest. Julius is unbelievable in a wide open situation.
My first year in Philadelphia, the rookies on the team, anytime I got a breakaway shot, they would always say, poster. And what they referred to is anybody attempting to block it were going to end up being in a poster.
Here he comes. Way rock the baby to sleep and slam dunk.
Julius was able to go to another level as a basketball player. And when you get to that arena, as long as they saw the doctor perform and do something spectacular, they went home happy.
He put a little extra on that one.
My style was naturally flamboyant.
What a play by Irving. That's a play that only Julius could make.
That was, you know, playing instinctive basketball. It was just letting it flow.
Julius Irving.
So, you know, my game was probably a little bit ahead of its time.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. J.
All right, y'all. Now we get into a different kind of dunk. It takes two to make this one go right, and it's called the alley-oop. It starts off with a guard and ends off with a big man. That's right. But they have to be on the same wavelength. You can be the best dunker in the world, but unless you get that pass that's on the money, this play just ain't gonna fly. But when the alley and the oop come together just right, it could bring the house down.
The alley-oop combines elements of teamwork, timing, pinpoint passing, and dunking. And when executed to perfection, it becomes one of the NBA's most spectacular plays.
Something about alley-oop that gets everybody going. That means that you're having one guy being very unselfish, throwing it to a teammate, and a teammate finishing the play, so that's teamwork.
A backdoor, oh my, hold away.
I like catching lobs, but you know, I still have to go back to throwing them because it's always just satisfying and enjoyable to see the ball go in the air and see a guy go up and catch it and then finish it.
Basketball is a game of reaction, especially when I get a nice pass and I go up and slam it. Makes everybody feel good.
Incoming! Shaquille O'Neal! You talk about power!
It gets the crowd into the game. It gets my teammates into the game, too.
2:37 to play in the third. Long pass.
Shaq O'Neal scored it. He is fouled high.
During the 1990s, the NBA's stars turned the alley-oop into the game's ultimate quick-strike weapon. And the players seem to get just as much of a thrill from it as the fans.
You know, you're coming down on a fast break and you just rise up over someone and then you dunk it. Everybody just is going crazy and you just feel like you say, ah, so good.
Trailing Johnson, alley-oop. Oh! What a play by Larry Johnson. What a story he's been tonight. It has been the Larry Johnson Show.
Washington got squared up, got a good look. Here's Manning. Oh, McDyess, that will be on all the highlights. How about the blind pass from D. Manning? How did he even see the basket? Wilkins misses. Double digits with 10 rebounds. Oh, no. Bounce to Glass. He got it. Oh, my goodness.
That may have been the best play I've ever seen him make.
That's the best play he's ever seen himself make.
Keys to the alley-oop. Passer has to know when to throw it. And the person receiving the pass, of course, you know, that's the hardest job.
Ahead to Lamar. The lob. The jam. What a punctuation mark to this one. Oh, me, oh, my. What a play.
Sometimes you make eye contact and sometimes you know. It depends on who you run down the floor with. Like, say, for instance, anybody running down the floor, you know, just to throw it up there in the air. I'm going to go get it.
That's nice when you can just throw it up anywhere around the rim and you know Inspector Gadget's going to come get it.
Alley-oop! Oh, beautiful! Wow, Nickerson hit the floor hard. What a spectacular play there. And Bibby just threw it up and said, go get it. Oh! Get away!
You've got to be kidding me.
What was that?
The elevation by Margaret.
Alley-oop! Wallace, what a shot! What a shot by Wallace!
Are you kidding? He was on the dead run and had to quickly flush it.
Peyton up top. Desmond Mason soaring up off the rim. Slams it down with two hands. Up on the magic carpet is Desmond Mason.
When Michael Jordan was on the finishing end, the alley-oop reached its highest level.
Holy Toledo! Here comes Mr. Jordan is right. Now the ball beat the pressure. Jordan from Vincent. Look out! Oh my! He just leaped right over him. Oh man, was that pretty!
Now Air Jordan has given way to Air Canada, Toronto's fantastic finisher, Vince Carter.
You know, Vince, he does things that, you know, we never probably thought that anybody could do. You can throw a bad pass and he'll catch it. You know, he stays in the air and he elevates, he gets high.
Look out! Soaring through the air, Vince Carter with the greatest of ease.
McGrady throws it.
You can see that one coming, and Mom is having a good time.
Everyone's having a good time. Happy birthday to Vince. Toronto on the run. Carter something strong on the beautiful look from Bopeep. This is a hot ticket in Toronto today. Standing room only. You couldn't get an extra ticket, and the Raptors did the job. Oh, my goodness!
When he caught it and windmilled it off the break, alley-oop, I was like, man, I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life.
Go upstairs! Electrifying send-in from Vince Carter.
While today's players are launching new collaborations, one of the most dazzling duos was the Lakers' Michael Cooper and Magic Johnson.
I'm just like the table setter, the guy who comes and put all the food on the table and then tell everybody to eat.
That was eye contact between Magic Johnson and Michael Cooper.
We had a 6'9" guard who could do a lot, who could pass the ball. It was Magic, it was Cooper, it was alley-oop.
They call that the Koopaloop here in Los Angeles. And when he goes up in the air, I mean, you are talking serious levitation.
Yo, what's up in there?
We ready to wake y'all up with some of these highlights and some of these alley-oops we're about to show y'all.
Great pass from Steve Francis. Maybe the circus. I haven't seen that since the High Wire Act.
The lob this time from Francis from Mobley. And the backcourt mates celebrate.
Wow. 3-on-1 fast break. Get the ball back to the middle. Mobley to Francis. Or get it up over the rim. What did you see that take off?
Francis pulling away. They have the numbers. And over for Mobley. Boy, what a pass.
Steve Francis picks it up. Cuttino Mobley rams it home. Steve Francis got some airline miles on that jam.
Another of the league's best alley-oop combos features New Jersey's Jason Kidd and Kenyon Martin.
We've got a great chemistry. We got a great understanding of one another. He makes it a little bit easy because you can't throw it too high. So he makes me look good.
Martin, he's got Kidd in front of him. 1 second, the flip. Oh, what a finish! Oh, spectacular!
I'm gonna tell you that all the time. Alley-oop, catch and throw. Drum roll, please. Gary Payton and Sean Kemp.
Gary Payton, lead pass to Kemp. He'll play it down. What a lob! Whoa! Gary Payton with a lob ahead to Kemp. He went airborne, defying gravity. Laid it down with 2 hands, baby. Foul on the play. He will go to the line. What a play! The Rain Man has struck.
That was like art. And I used to watch how GP just throw him. He just throw him. He throws the best lobs.
You need a cape on your back to make a play like that.
Into the lane up top. Kemp is there. Oh, he cocked it on. The Hawks at home. Sean Kemp from Gary Payton.
Gary Payton and Sean Kemp had the best alley-oop that you'll ever see in the game of basketball ever.
When you're shooting a jumper, that takes some rhythm. Making a pass, you need some precision. But when it comes to the dunk, it's about power. Sheer, furious, off-the-hook power. And the NBA has had many who rock rims, going back to Wilt Chamberlain and Darryl Dawkins, who actually nicknamed certain dunks, like the in-your-face disgrace. Today's players like Shaq and Jermaine O'Neal are bringing it with everything they got.
The big men have always been the NBA's towers of strength, and that strength is often expressed through the slam dunk. In their hands, the dunk is a powerful statement that comes through loud and clear.
O'Neal buries the ball. Oh, my. That dunk is what you would call facial. What a finish. Oh, spectacular. Slam dunk.
Beautiful spin. Tipped up into the rack.
A reverse stuff on Harrison. Wow, what a play. Harrington to O'Neal for the big finish. Oh, my goodness.
Hold on and take a picture of that.
Oh, a facial. Served up by Alonzo Mourning.
Did you see what I saw?
And we're done with the left hand.
From the right, Weber jams on Yao Ming.
Throwing down the sledgehammer. What a play!
A 7-1 center, number 34, Shaquille O'Neal.
In the NBA, no player or rim has escaped the wrath of the Shaq attack.
Shaq spins. Oh, the extra move, he dunked it. Good. And he knocked David down. And a rebound coming up by Shaq, who has no regard for human life inside. That was a mad dunk there.
My favorite move is my spin move, which is called the Black Tornado.
O'Neal into the lane. Slammer. Oh, baby. Save the women and children on that one.
Because when I spin through the lane, whoever in the way, get tossed up.
Get out of the way.
With Shaq, you notice him because he dunks so hard and he go down and he's staring and glaring.
Oh, don't do it to him like that, Shaq. Stop it. Stop it.
It's incredible that you got a man that big that he make you look like you're a little boy.
When you combine the size and strength and power that he has with a knowledge of how to play the game, it makes him an almost unstoppable force.
Making Shaq even more dangerous is the fact that he can also dunk on the run.
And O'Neal leads the break. O'Neal looks to go all the way. For someone of his size and power, it's almost not fair.
And along with all his incredible power, O'Neal can even provide some mid-air flair.
9.6. 9.6 on that 360.
And then when I go up for a power dunk, it gets the crowd into the game.
Live under the Shaq. Oh! Nice at home with a right hand. Slam dunk.
Shaq is carrying on the legacy of players like the Big Dipper, Wilt Chamberlain, the Hawk, Connie Hawkins, and many of the game's other devastating dunkers.
Oh, my goodness. A slam dunk with authority. He's now off with a good move. That is a finish, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my goodness, are you kidding me?
Here's Ewing on a wing, starting his drive again. Oh!
In it goes, and this time Robinson beats the double team. When you're hot, you're hot. Wow, did he throw it down that time? Starks to Ewing for the slam. Here comes Robinson. What a play! Oh, my!
But no dunker was more colorful than Darryl Dawkins.
Wanted to entertain people because people can go see basketball anywhere, but they see a different side of people when you try to entertain them.
When Darryl first entered the league, the Jam was just another part of his arsenal, but he would make it part of his identity.
I'm sitting at the end of the bench and I'm saying, boy, I gotta let these people know I'm in here somewhere. So they put me in a game one night and I got the ball and I threw it in real hard. And they said, what's that? I said, it's called Your Mama. The next day, the fans got a hold of it. Your Mama, they was coming. Hey, do the Your Mama dunk. I said, oh man, I got a thing going here.
And Darryl takes it right home.
Oh, that was awesome.
Irving to Richardson. The advantage is to Philly. They give to Dawkins. Oh, slamming.
I'd like to see him underneath the basket with that ball. Look at that
move. That's the best play I've seen this season.
With Darryl's combination of power and personality, one nickname didn't seem to be enough.
Chocolate Thunder, the Rim Wrecker, the Heart Stopper. I was all of that, and a bag of chips.
But the most outrageous nicknames were for the dunks themselves.
He had names that just come out of anywhere. I mean, he could be sleeping, he talking about names.
Here's Dawkins. Oh, what a muscle move!
Right-handed spine tiller supreme.
Look out! Oh.
In your face disgrace.
Makes it 9-3 Bucks. Mr. Duncan.
Chocolate Thunder flying, glass flying, Robazine crying, babies crying, cats crying, rump roasting, bun toasting, thank you, wham, ma'am, I am Jane.
Inside Dawkins.
That was power personified.
I enjoyed entertaining the people. I was doing my job, I just had a different way of doing it.
Yeah. The big fellas can really throw it down. But they're not the only ones who can soar above the rim. The league has had plenty of small players who can do it too, going back to Spud Webb. He shocked the house in 1986 by winning the slam dunk title, and since then, others have followed in his footsteps. These are the NBA little guys who have some big-time hops.
Did you see that?
I don't think they got any business running across the lane and things like that. I think you have to let them know that, hey, this is where I live.
Davis. Stevie Franchise. AI. How high can you fly? Iverson soars for the dunk. Davis for the dunk. Oh!
3 small dunkers stand head and shoulders above the rest.
Steve Francis is somebody I enjoy watching. I mean, he plays above the rim.
Steve Francis sails into the next millennium.
Baron Davis.
Baron Davis, will he go all the way?
Allen Iverson could get up.
Oh, my, take that.
You know, there's so many little guys, but these little guys tend to jump higher than the taller guys.
Steve Francis, rockets in his rear end.
I know when Coutinho's gonna throw me an alley-oop because he'll always look down, he'll dribble like this, he'll look away.
Giving it up, Mobley to Francis.
And then, you know, I'll just go up there and get it.
Francis,
Going to the basket, doing stuff. You know, we come just to see him with somebody.
You'll see forwards throwing alley-oops to guards, and I think that's good because guys are catching lobs when you least expecting it.
wow, what a play for Davis. Here's Baron Davis, count the basket.
I come down, you know, on a break or something and drop it off to him, and you know, if he has half an inch, he's gonna dunk on somebody.
There's a steal by David Wesley. 2-on-1 break.
Baron Davis.
Very explosive.
I do not believe it.
To dunk on somebody. That's just an exciting part of the game. Some fans love, some that I love as a basketball fan. And you'll see somebody get dunked on.
Iverson, this is going to be something with Stackham. He's slammed for 2. Iverson beats one, beats 2. Hangs and hammers home.
One small player who boldly took on the big men was Kevin Johnson.
Ellie and in your face, Kevin Johnson. Oh, my. 21 points that third quarter. Oh, brother. Oh, my goodness. What a drive by Kevin Johnson.
Kevin Johnson in at the baseline. Stuffs it, and he had to climb the man mountain to do it.
Every now and then, you got to show them that that's fair game, and sometimes they won't let you enter through the front door. You kind of have to go over them, kind of like jumping the fence.
The guy like that, when he dunk on you, you look at yourself and say, oh my God, I've been CNN, ESPN, TNT tonight.
I know you're gonna dig this.
And over the years, there were other diminutive dunkers who soared above and beyond all expectations.
You don't too often catch a guy that you can dunk on all the time. So when you do get the opportunity, the crowd gets into it and you're hyped. That's the ultimate feeling.
You know, as a guard, you know, you have to find those openings, and once you see it, you just have to go.
Starts with the step.
I love taking it over the top. If a big man is there, that's even more satisfying.
Robert Pack rose to prominence with dunks that were packed with explosiveness.
I'm gonna come out and show them that even though I'm short, my dunks are gonna have a lot of power to them. And a lot of height.
Takes it away.
You can't take anything from anyone on the court. No matter what size they are, how much they weigh, you can't back down, and I've always been that way. If someone challenged me, it's on.
But while players like Pack overcame their share of obstacles, one man paved the way for the game's little leapers, Spud Webb, who stunned the basketball world at the 1986 Slam Dunk Contest.
From the Atlanta Hawks, standing 5'7", Spud Webb.
Nice offensive lob and Rivers. Yes, come on now. Here comes Sputnik. That'll be a 50 by. He took off the. Oh my! Oh, clutch two-hander.
Goodness, you see the 10 flashing. That is out of sight.
Go out and win that is self-satisfying feeling that, you know, you can cherish for the rest of your life. I think it changed the way we look at smaller guys.
All right, y'all, when you think of traffic jam, the first thing that probably comes to your mind is people stuck in traffic going a whole lot of nowhere. But in the NBA, the traffic jam, it's just a little bit different. You just drive straight through the traffic and take it to the rack. It doesn't matter who's in your way. You go over, around, or if they don't want to move, you go right through them for the dunk. My man Kevin Garnett, he does it all the time. And other players, too. They love jamming in traffic. And as far as these guys are concerned, they always have the green light.
My philosophy on dunking was, I want to put the ball in the goal as hard as I can put it in there.
Stoudemire! Wow. Two-handed slammer. Ooh, that was nasty.
You put your hand up there, I want to either break your fingers or break your hand off.
Weber jams on Yao Ming.
I wanted the hand to fall on the floor. That way, you wouldn't be trying to block my dunk anymore.
Lewis, a roundhouse hook reverse jam.
It's a great feeling. It makes me feel like I'm on top of the world. I mean, it's just a degrading thing to be dunked on.
Posterizing Ostertag. Wells, awful. There he goes. Oh! Man, he took it right at Kevin. Saul says, "Que pasa, big ticket? Que pasa?"
I love it, baby.
It's a great feeling, man. When you got like a 7-footer down there, you got a guy that's trying to block your shot.
Stoudemire and one, and the rookie powers to the rack. Oh, my.
And then you put him in the rim, and next thing you know, he on a poster, and you look on a Jumbotron, and you see it like 10 times. Like, whoa, and then you hit a crack, ooh. I think it's a great thing right there.
Rookie in the hole with explosion, and one coming from the line. I think he jumped over Steve Nash. With Nash trying to step in there and take the charge. We got to see this again.
You dunk on somebody, sometimes you can kind of change the momentum of the game, take their manhood. You know, it's just a show of force.
Oh, my goodness! The steal by Anderson. Chased by Storlock in the down. Serves up the facial. It counts. And the foul.
But while today's stars can jam in traffic, no one did it more ferociously than the Rain Man, Shawn Kemp, who unleashed a downpour of dunks.
Oh, my gosh! Holy smoke! Here's Kemp again. What a move! Then by Mutombo, up he comes. Reverse pivot and the jam! What a play! Shawn Kemp on a lovely reverse. The Rain Man will go to get it. And with one fluid motion, send it down with a jam. Here's Kemp again. Look out! Look out below! Woo! The Rain Man!
The dunk is what people pay attention to. You know, I've talked to Julius Erving, I've talked to Michael Jordan, Dominique, and all those guys. The dunk is the first thing people look at.
Thundering overhead slam! What a play! Holy cow! Shawn Kemp strikes again. Into the hands of Kemp. He'll go to the glass and ram it home. Oh, give him that magic
Old Shawn Kemp dunks. You know, Lister Blister type stuff.
Kemp's got it right up into the alley. Power slam! Tomahawk Sam! Yeah, baby! Into Lister's face.
He was like sideways and he sort of windmilled it.
Kemp going to the hoop.
He came down, he pointing at him. I can remember when Shawn Kemp dunked on Chris Gatlin.
Kemp powers in.
Dude gave him dap. And to me, I was like, wow. You know, Shawn Kemp has an arsenal of dunks.
Kid with a ball fake. Martin. Oh, big finish. Kenyon Martin. Oh, man. Has he ever attacked the basket with authority? He is special. How did he do it? Kenyon Martin. He is Superman at times. Just flat out having fun out there. Down, throw it down, Kmart.
Oh, man! Was there a trampoline under the buck?
On the drive, big finish, Kenyon Martin. Oh, socked it to him. Man, he rocks the rim.
Whoever they put in front of me, no matter who it is, you know, I'm gonna attack you.
Oh, what a thunderous dunk. Oh, my goodness, aggressive. And that's that meanness you love to see on a basketball floor.
If the ball's in the air or on the rim, I would be looking over my shoulder.
Follow jam. Goodness. Kenyon Martin elevating. One-handed dunk. A posterized dunk. That's the end. viciousness of the attack of the 10.
Boom, the almighty KG.
KG, hit it.
Me, KG, yeah. Showtime.
That's a slam dunk. Oh, real my.
the big ticket. I feel you, young fella. Don't be so mean, KG. Oh, my, KG, I hear you, young fella.
My favorite, I think, was Sacramento. Off the rim, the one hand.
Kevin Garnett. He didn't do that. That was trick photography. That was special effects. That wasn't real.
That was like one of my favorite. And then I think I was a junior in college when we caught the one off the little air ball and threw it back in.
And the two-handed slam. Getting the women and children out of the way on that one. And the champ, Kid Dynamite. I got a little highlight. Phenomenal finish.
Oh, baby. Oh, facial about the big ticket.
I'm a very, very emotional guy. I really thrive off energy.
He turned it over. Alley-oop back to Kevin.
Oh, baby. Woo. KG. And the building is electric.
It's like a volcano because you never know when I'm just gonna explode.
Oh, baby. Young fella, I feel you. You're talking about rocking the house. KG just rocked the house.
Kevin Garnett showing no regard for human life.
And that's how I'm gonna end that. That whole joint was crazy.
Garnett! Hard to the hole! Oh, my!
All right, so there you have it. A look at the very best of the NBA dunks. We showed you the strongest jammers, the greatest artists, and even the highest flyers. And we hope you've enjoyed the ride. For the NBA Street Series, I'm the world-famous DJ Clue, Desert Storm, and I'll see y'all in a minute.
Flips it out to Skinner on the right elbow. Tries to drive. Backdoor pass. And then Mason and the jam. Nice play.
Four-court throwaway. Ricky Davis picks it off for LeBron James. And there, the young fella gave the crowd what they came to see.
Here comes Jay Will. They got 3-on-2. Go to James. Posey.
Dupree looking for Darko. Threw it down. Lefty.
The rebound. Long pass to the other end, and Harrington takes it in.
Chauncey finds Ben for the jam. Here comes Darius Miles. And that's Boozer with a finishing flush. Blows by Rice for the slam dunk. Thrown down by LeBron James.
Foul going to the hoop. Boom! Got the jam on the right hand.
Throws it to the basket, and Ricky Davis with the finish.
To the right sideline to Maggette. To a ball fake. Drives on Marion. Slam dunk.
Garnett goes up, through, and over. And it's slammed down by Artest.
Get on the foul. Steal by Dooley. Slam dunk.
A good pass and then a great pass. Fisher to Walton to Pele.
Give to Posey. There's the jam coming down Broadway. Screen, right side angle, rims the jumper. Follow jam is good by Ryan Humphrey.
Two-hand reverse slam by Marion.
And he's going to make sure of that one. Takes Robinson up, takes it inside.